So I really like to speculate about Splatfests. Who do I think is going to be the most popular? Who do I think is going to win? I like Splatfests. They're a lot of fun, but I didn't experience Splatfest from Splatoon 1 or 2. And so I'm going back and I'm looking for the very first time at every single Splatfest, and I'm going to be deciding who is it that I think is going to be the most popular, choosing a team for myself, and then seeing if I'm right or wrong. This would not have been possible without Nathaniel Smith. Thank you so much. They put together a spreadsheet of every single Splatfest. And so today's video is going to be going through all of the Splatfests from Splatoon 2. I've already done the ones from Splatoon 1. Go check that out if you haven't already. So we're going to go ahead and hop into it because there's a lot of them. This is LED of LED Games. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. So knowing Nate, this Excel spreadsheet is definitely in order. So it looks like the first question for Splatoon 2 was, which is yummier, cake or ice cream? Pearl is team cake and Marina is team ice cream. Interesting. Again, we only have 2 options available to us, which is still kind of strange to me. Who do I think would be the most popular? My gut says ice cream. Yeah, I'm gonna guess ice cream. As for what I would pick, ice cream. I would pick ice cream 100%. Okay, so I just looked up the colors, and both of the colors are really nice. I like both of them. However, I am more partial to the ice cream color, especially when it comes to ink. I think that is a really lovely one. So I'm gonna say team ice cream all the way for both sides. Let's see if I'm right. Yeah, wow. Ice cream rolled over cake. Absolutely rolled them over, and it looks like ice cream is also the winner. So that's a win on both fronts for me. We're starting it off strong. Continuing with the food themes, the next question is, which condiment is better? Mayonnaise or mayo? Or ketchup? And Pearl represents mayo and Marina represents ketchup. I honestly for a second thought that mustard would be on this list. I want mustard. I personally want mustard. I don't want to choose really either of these options. I guess if I had to on a personal level, I would choose mayo, I guess, but like I don't want the mayo ink. I don't want the mayo ink. Just saying. Just big ick for a lot of reasons. So I think also that would be a reason why they would be the most popular, unfortunately. Was this actually the predictor to Team White Chocolate winning? Is that what's happening here? Let's see. From the picture, it looks like, at least like the art imagery, I don't know. I can't see the actual ink yet. It looks like the mayo is a little bit more yellow, so maybe that would help. I guess I'm still gonna say mayo in both fronts. Let's see. Oh, interesting. So ketchup won the most popular. And ketchup won, so I was wrong. Finally, a non-food related question. Which superpower would you rather have, flight or invisibility? I would personally choose flight. I hope that flight would be the most popular. I find invisibility to be a very peculiar superpower to want to have. So yeah, I'm gonna say flight on both ends. Oh, and in an upset, invisibility actually won by like 1%. They won by 1%, the most popular. Interesting. And then flight won overall. I don't know what to make of that. Let's move on. Which spooky creature is better, vampire versus werewolf? Here's the thing, I don't like scary things of any kind, so I don't really have a stake in the game. Maybe the vampire has a stake, or they don't want the stake. Anyway, I guess if I had to pick, I would maybe pick werewolf. Yeah, I would probably pick werewolf. As far as what's most popular, I have zero inclination. I'm going to throw out a guess that werewolf would be the most popular. I think maybe vampire, but I'm gonna stick with werewolf. It looks like vampire was the most popular and vampire also won, so I'll take the L on that. Now, which genre is better? Sci-fi versus fantasy. I don't really watch either of these categories, so I don't know. I guess I would personally pick sci-fi out of the 2. And as far as what is most popular, this is kind of a toss-up to me. I guess I'll just say, fantasy. Fantasy would be the most popular. Ooh, now that I'm looking at the ink color, I don't know, because sci-fi has that really pretty blue. I do want that blue, so maybe I'll change my answer. Okay, I'm gonna just say that sci-fi would win. Sci-fi would win. It's my choice. I was wrong. I should have stuck to my guns. I should have stuck to my guns. Fantasy won most popular. Dang. And fantasy won overall. All right. You know what? It is what it is. Now we have a question that I feel a lot more strongly about, which is, which gift would you rather get? Ugly sweater versus ugly socks? For me, it's obvious, an ugly sweater. I feel like at the time that this probably came out, like ugly sweaters were kind of a thing, at least in my groups, like in my circles, like ugly sweater parties. I've never heard anybody talk about ugly socks, so I'm gonna pick ugly sweater on both fronts. Yep, so it looks like sweater won most popular and they also won overall, so let's go. Now, we have a question about what kind of movies are better, action or comedy? And I am not the type of person to be asked this question because I don't really watch movies. I guess if I had to pick, I would personally say comedy. As far as what is most popular, I'm gonna guess action is gonna be the most popular. Let's see. I do like that blue for comedy. So who is the most popular? Yep, action won the most popular, and it looks like as far as who won was comedy. So let's go. I got both of those right. That's amazing. We're getting deep with this next question, which is what's more important to you, money or love? And I have to say, I'm gonna pick love personally, and I am hoping that love wins. Come on. Guys. Okay, thankfully love wins, and love wins overall. Wonderful, you love to see it. Easy. The philosophical questions continue. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? I don't like this question personally. I think that it is not a productive conversation. I don't like this question. I will just say that the chicken came first, I guess. As far as what's most popular, I don't know. Maybe egg, because I don't know, egg. Also, egg has this cute little chickadee art, which is very cute. So yeah, egg won. Obviously, egg won. But chicken did win overall. So again, I don't like this question. It is what it is. Which sport do I prefer? Baseball or soccer? Where's basketball? This is kind of hard for me. I guess if I wanted to play, I would probably play soccer over baseball, but I do come from a baseball town, so that makes it a little bit harder for me. I would say that I would enjoy going to a baseball game more readily than a soccer game. So I'm gonna just say baseball for a personal choice. As far as what I think is most popular, I'll also say baseball. Okay, so it looks like soccer actually won the most popular and baseball did win overall winner. So I guess I'll take it. I don't like this next Splatfest idea at all because I don't care. I have zero stake in the game. It's who is your favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? And it looks like this was actually a 3-parter, which is crazy. That's actually crazy that there was so much time that was spent on the singular question. I don't know what kind of money was being thrown around. But anyway, it looks like you can choose between Raph and Leo. I don't know. I'll say Leo. I like the name Leo, sure. And then for part 2, it was Mikey or Donnie. I'll pick Mikey. Why not? And I guess for the part 3 of that, the winners of the previous 2 Splatfests went head to head. So I guess I was wrong on both of the Ninja Turtle ones and ended up being Raph and Donnie versus one another. Out of the 2, I don't know. Maybe Raph won. Sure. Of course, I knew it all along. Raph won the most popular and Donnie ended up winning overall. Cool. I don't know. How do you like your orange juice? With pulp or without pulp? I'm a with pulp kind of girl. I have a feeling though that without pulp is going to be the most popular. Let's see. Yep, and no pulp won. And the overall winner though was pulp. So I was right on both accounts. Great. Which sea creature do you like more? Squid or octopus? Was this a setup? Was this a setup? Come on guys. That's crazy. I'm guessing that this was before Octo expansion came out, or like probably right before. I gotta go octopus. Done deal. Let's see. Yep, octopus won most popular, but squid did win overall. So very interesting. I don't know the timing of all of this, but that's very fascinating to me. I did not know that this was a thing. Which utensil is more useful, a fork or a spoon? I use spoons way more often than I do a fork, not gonna lie. So I'm gonna say spoon, and it's the correct answer. So it has to be the most popular, right? And of course, spoon won most popular. What won overall? It was actually fork, which I disagree with because a spoon, if you hold it on its side and you just press down, then it, does the cutting like a knife, and then you just put it in your mouth. Easy. So anyway, that's that. What's your fashion style? Retro or modern? I don't think I would pick either of these. Here's the thing. I would personally say that my style is more classic, which I don't think is retro. Retro and classic, not the same things, because I think it's like a modern classic. Anyway, that sounds so lame, but it's just the truth. This is the truth, so I don't really know what to pick here. Like, I like more clean aesthetic, if that makes sense. So, I guess I'll pick modern. I'll pick modern. I'll also say that modern would win the most popular as well. Let's see. Yeah, so modern won the most popular, and modern also won overall. Cool. Which would you rather do at Halloween? Trick or treat? I'm 100% here for treat. I don't want the trick. I want the treat. No trick for me. I hope that treat would win overall. Let's see. Oh, of course. Dubious people out here. We got trick winning the most popular. Treat did win the overall Splatfest. Cool. I'm actually not really that surprised. It's just funny. Now we have, what's your favorite chip dip? Salsa versus guacamole. Here's the thing. I feel like guacamole would be the most popular. Yeah, I think it would be the most popular. However, this one's hard for me personally because I like both a lot. I think now I would say salsa is my favorite. But let's see. Ooh, interesting. So it looks like actually salsa was the most popular and salsa was the overall winner. So I was wrong about the popularity, but I did win overall. So that's cool. Which group of characters is your favorite? Heroes versus villains, and this was a collaboration with Super Smash Bros. I have to go heroes. As far as who I think would be the most popular, I'm gonna guess Heroes would be the most popular. Let's see. Interesting. So yes, Heroes was the most popular, but it actually looks like the overall winner was Villains, which I find funny. Yeah, that's kind of funny. It's a cool collab, I'm not gonna lie. This one actually makes a lot more sense because it's Nintendo. Come on, at least this is better than Ninja Turtles. Who do you like to spend the holidays with? Family or friends? And what do we mean by holidays here? I know that some people refer to holidays as vacations, and I have a different answer for both use cases. I think for holidays, like in the way that at least I would think of holidays, kind of like Christmas or New Year's, things like that, I would probably pick family. But then when it comes to vacations, I would rather be with friends. So then what do I do? What is the interpretation? I'm just gonna say family. I'm gonna say family and just leave it at that. As far as what I think would be the most popular, if my interpretation is correct and it's not vacation, I would think that family is the most popular. Okay, what is happening with the art for this? The art is so peculiar. It's so peculiar. Like, what am I looking at? It's so odd. Anyway, yeah, it looks like, what? It looks like family won the most popular and then friend won overall. This is a strange one. I don't know how it panned out in real time or like really what I'm still not really clear on like the overall question and like its interpretation, but I don't know. Sure. Which breakfast food is better, pancakes or waffles? I've heard about this Splatfest. My choice is waffles. I don't know who wins. But I'm gonna guess, I don't know, waffles would be the most popular. And they were, yeah. So waffles was the most popular and they were also the winners. So I would have won on both fronts. I also like the ink color. Which would you rather be, a knight or a wizard? And this is kind of a bit of a tangent, but when I read this initially, I was like, I don't know. I would rather have some options that, I don't know, are a little bit more gender inclusive. I know that historically there have been women knights, and wizard can technically be for women, but just saying, when I see this, like I would maybe like which category or some other term, like maybe you would be magical or something. That's neither here nor there, but that's just how I feel when I first read this. It makes me kind of not necessarily inclined to pick one over the other, and I guess as it currently stands, I would maybe pick, wizard. Sure, I'll pick wizard. Just because I don't necessarily want to do the things that a knight has to do, which is like fighting. Like I would rather have magical powers for sure. So let's see who is more popular. I would also maybe say that knight would be more popular than wizard, but let's see. Oh, okay, so wizard was more popular, but wizard did win overall. Interesting. Which would win the race? The hare or the tortoise? Is this even a discussion? Is this even a discussion worth having? Because we all know that the tortoise wins the race. We all know that. So why is this an option? There's no way that hair won. Unless it's like just for a joke. Yeah, I don't understand this at all because like it's objectively that it's the tortoise that wins because it's from Aesop's fable where the tortoise wins. Anyway, yeah, tortoise won most popular. I will, however, say though, that artwork for the hair is freaking cute. That would have compelled me. I'm not going to lie. What ended up winning overall? The hair. Jeez. Okay. Alrighty. Why not? All right, which superpower would you rather have, time travel or teleportation? I would personally choose teleportation. As far as what would be the most popular, I have a feeling that people would say time travel, although like I just think it's a bad idea. Teleportation, I think, is where it's at for a ton of reasons. Come on, the ease of it all. The ease of it all, but let's see. Okay, so teleportation did end up winning the most popular. I really like the art for time travel, though, I have to say. I do like that art. And it looks like teleportation won overall, so that's interesting. This one and the Aesop's Fable, I don't understand. Like, objectively as questions, which creature is more majestic? Unicorn versus narwhal. I don't understand this question. We're comparing a literal mythical creature that does not exist in our world versus an actual animal that exists, being a narwhal. So why is this a question? What do you mean what is more majestic? I mean, I love narwhals. Like I would be here for Team Narwhal just because I like them. I would rather have a narwhal than not have, but I would I think I like them more. But like, come on. I just find this so, like, these are peculiar questions, not gonna lie. All right, so I'm gonna choose Team Narwhal, and I'm gonna assume that Unicorn is gonna be the most popular because this is weird. Let's see. What is happening with the art? Narwhal won. Narwhal won, like, all of it. This is so strange. Okay, this is a very interesting Splatfest. Probably the most interesting Splatfest for a couple reasons. Number one, because of side order that's going to be coming out. And this, come on. What kind of world do you want to live in? Chaos or order? This is hard for me. Okay, so a couple things. I love the colors. I've actually seen some of the ink colors for this, and the gold and silver is just like chef's kiss. So beautiful. I love it. I think I've been spoiled on it just because of all the conversation that's happened around the upcoming DLC for Side Order. So it's hard for me to really talk about like, oh, who do I think the winner is? But I don't know who is the most popular. And then as far as what I would choose, okay, so I didn't realize that the framing was around the question of what kind of world do you want to live in? And here's the thing. I went into this like completely thinking, oh, I would be of like one of two minds because I'm more of a gold person than I am a silver. And I think I would prefer order, just like in my everyday life. But the thing is like, what kind of world do I want to live in? Like, we live in a chaotic world. I don't think that I want to live in a world that is like 100% order in the sense of like we have misplaced the wonder of this world, if that makes sense. Basically the unexpected. So I think I'm gonna go Chaos, and I'm gonna guess that they were the most popular as well. Let's see. Yeah, so Chaos ended up being the most popular, and they also won the Splatfest. So yeah, like I said, I was kind of spoiled on who the winner is just because of the conversation that's happening around Side Order, but I'm very interested in this. I actually would love to, I think that Splatoon 2 has a way for you to like replay Splatfest, and I now own Splatoon 2, so I would love to play it. Is that something you guys would be interested in? Because I'm interested. Okay, so I understand that there was a bunch of rematches that ended up happening due to the pandemic for some of the older ones, like the Mayo versus Ketchup, the chicken versus the egg, and the trick versus treat. I don't have a lot of thoughts about it. I asked some folks and they left me some of their responses about like either they were indifferent to it or Yeah, I'm not gonna touch the rematches personally, but let's talk about the final Splatfest that happened during Splatoon 2, which was which power-up is better. It was a Super Mario collab, and it was either Super Mushroom versus Superstar. I'm gonna have to pick Superstar personally, and I'm gonna guess that Superstar would be the most popular. So it looks like Superstar was the most popular, but Super Mushroom was the overall winner. So those are all of the Splatfests from Splatoon 2. There was a lot of them. What did you think about my picks? Did we share any? Some of them better than others, I would say, but it's been a lot of fun going through them, and I hope you had a great time, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!